Hello, my lovely ladies, and welcome to another edition of Menopause Made Easy. I'm on a change of location today. I'm outside. You may hear children in the playground. You may hear the occasional dog bark. But I wanted to, while I'm doing these episodes, what's the word? Practice what I preach. I don't tell you to do some things and not do them myself. So I am outside soaking in the beautiful rays of nature, and with that, sometimes comes noises. So today I wanted to jump in to spring light medicine. Actually, I'm going to call it spring light healing. How sunrise, UVA, and UVB reset your sleep, hormones, and health. And I have been talking about this for a couple of years now, and I just keep learning more and more and more. And I've done some previous episodes over the last few weeks that have been leading you up to some background information like what is melatonin, what is vitamin D, and how you can get those naturally. And today I wanted to put some of this into practice because spring light is so powerful. Okay. And we are talking about spring light healing, which is one of the most powerful, free, and underused tools for sleep, hormone balance, energy, and long term health. Remember in some of my episodes, I talked about how they used to have in hospitals, sun decks, and it's called heliotherapy, and people would go outside and use the sun to heal. And then they found out they couldn't make any money off of the sun, so they started to give us pills. Now, that's very black and white. I don't mean it exactly like that. But heliotherapy started to not be practiced anymore. And then the sun became an evil thing burning in the sky, which is just not true. You can listen to some of Jack Crew's work. It's absolutely amazing. And anyway, we're going to jump into talking about this today. So if you are I live in Canada, in Ontario, and it's March. It's not March when I'm taping this. I am on a change of location. And because if I was at home right now, it's apparently the coldest weekend of the year, and Ontario is under extreme warning. So this is like January 23rd time frame here. So I am taping this in preparation for the spring that is coming. Okay. So this is a very special month, March and April. The snow is starting to melt, the days are getting longer, and whether we consciously notice or not, our biology is waking up because in the winter we are supposed to be resting and restoring a little bit more and leaning into darkness. Now it's getting brighter and we're feeling, oh my God, the sun, yay. And this matters more than you might think. So spring is not just a season, it's a biological signal. And for thousands of years, humans evolved with the sun. Our hormones, our sleep cycles, our metabolism, even our mood are all programmed by light. Now, just lean into that for a moment. Notice the difference you feel on sunny days versus not so sunny days. Okay. Winter versus summer, shorter days, longer days. And you will begin to feel this in your body. Okay. This modern day life that we're living in with screens and indoor living and sunglasses and late nights has disrupted our ancient relationships. And spring gives us a chance to repair it naturally. And there are two key players I'm going to focus on today. I've already done episodes on this, so you can go in where I talk a little bit more deeply about melatonin and vitamin D. Most people think of melatonin as a sleep hormone and vitamin D as a supplement, but in truth, both are sunlight-driven hormones, not pills. And so we're going to talk about how this works and how to use the sun right now to help us all year round. Okay, so melatonin is your master hormone and it's not just for sleep. It's often called the sleep hormone, but it's so much more than that. It's the most powerful antioxidant your body makes. It protects your brain, heart, and mitochondria. It helps to regulate immune function, and it plays a role in blood sugar, inflammation, and aging. And here's the part most people don't know, but melatonin is made during the day so that you can use it at night. And daylight, especially morning light, is what sets that process in motion. Why does sunrise matter, especially in March? Wow, we're just starting to get that spring, longer days. How exciting. So even if you can get outside for longer than you have in the winters, because trust me, getting outside when it's minus 10, minus 30, snowy, blistery at like, between 7:30 to 8 in the morning is challenging. And I can remember even this December, I would literally just poke my head out the door for 30 seconds just to say I got light. So I get it. So now that it's warmer, we can take advantage of getting outside, letting this light enter through your skin and your eyes. It signals to your brain that a new day has begun, and it sets your circadian clock for the next 24 hours. And this tells your body when to wake up, when to feel hungry, when cortisol should rise, and most importantly, when melatonin should be released later that night. And in Ontario, sunrise, well, in Canada, in this basically geographical area, okay, not Florida because it's sunny all year round, but we're coming out of the snowy. Sunrise light is gentle. It's very blue light balanced. Okay, I'll get more into that. I've done many episodes on that you can listen to. It is safe for your eyes and incredibly powerful for circadian repair. No sunglasses, no phones, just your eyes, the sky, and being present. All right, then you get the UVA rise. And this is where, oh my gosh, different magic happens than the sunrise. So you can there's an app that Sarah Kleiner has. It's called My Circadian app. And it will tell you for free when the sunrise is and when the UVA. There's a couple of features you can use. I just use the free version. Okay. And so after sunrise, it changes. So this is why I can't give you specific times. It changes depending on your location and the time of season. And so UVA light comes earlier in the day than it did in the winter. Okay, it penetrates deeply into your skin and it does not cause sunburn. And it signals nitric oxide, which is good for your heart, circulation, blood pressure. Okay, so it signals this nitric oxide release. But here's the key part, everybody. This UVA light helps build your melatonin reserves inside your cells, especially your mitochondria. This also, I'm not going to go into it in this episode, but this, if you get the sunlight properly done in the spring, sets you up for safer sun exposure. I am not a big fan of sunscreen. I have never been a big fan of sunscreen. I could get into episodes about that, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to stay on topic here, but just allowing some sun to hit your skin right now does some amazing things, okay? So melatonin is not just made in the brain, it's made inside every cell when your light environment is correct. And this is why people can take melatonin supplements and still feel exhausted or not sleep as much or as deeply as they'd like because the light foundation is missing. Okay, then we have UVB. So again, in Canada right now, in Ontario, I'll speak specifically in January, no UVB. There is no UVB present in your day. Okay, so it starts to come online in the spring, which is fantastic because the UVB is the light responsible for making vitamin D. And UVB becomes available again in the spring and summer, as I mentioned. It's usually closer to midday. It can, when it first starts out, it might be there for an hour, and then it'll be there for 2, 3, 4, 5, just again, look and see. And you want to get outside during the UVB because it requires skin exposures. I'm taping something, honey, not through windows. Okay, so you need to be outside. And vitamin D, as I've said before, is a hormone, not a vitamin. And it supports bone health, immune resilience, mood and mental health, muscle strength, blood sugar regulation, hormone balance in menopause. But here's the nuance. Can properly use vitamin D without a healthy circadian rhythm and adequate melatonin. They are partners. So sunlight first, tap into your circadian rhythm and supplements second if needed. So why is this especially important in menopause? In menopause, estrogen declines, sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented, stress tolerance drops, inflammation increases. And melatonin naturally declines with age, but light exposure can restore it. And spring sunlight helps improve helps improve sleep quality without pills, supports mitochondrial health, your energy factories, improves insulin sensitivity, lowers anxiety and nervous system overload. And this is why women often say, I don't know what it is, but I feel better in the spring. The body, your body remembers the sun. And oh my gosh, I thrive in sunlight. So, how to use spring light practically with no perfection required. Remember, I have been working on this for a couple of years. Every year, I just get a little bit better. I find my rhythm. So here are some suggestions to make a simple, doable spring rhythm, but daily. This is daily, is the consistency of the behavior to get outside at sunrise or within 30 minutes for 5 to 10 minutes with no glasses, just eyes to the sky and just, soak it in. If you can have some skin available, that's fantastic. Late morning to midday, spend some outdoor time in the UVA rise and working. This can be like walking, gardening, coffee outside, taking a phone call outside. I keep telling my husband, get outside, take a phone call outside. It does. Putting them into practice can be challenging because I train during sunrise and UVA rise in the winter. So it is challenging. Again, this isn't about perfection. It's about doing what the best you can do. Midday, when available, get out and get some UVA exposure, short durations of UVB exposure. Did I say UVB exposure? Short durations, build gradually, never burn. So again, you are preparing your skin for the summer. I'll do another episode on that because it's a full episode. In the evening, you want to dim the lights, reduce your screens. I have stopped working at night. I have really my nighttime routine. And your body use the melatonin it built all day. And this is how nature intended it. Spring is the reset button, everybody. Spring isn't just about doing more, it's about realigning. There's more light, there's more rhythm, there's more trust in your biology. And before you add another supplement, before you blame your willpower, before you think something is wrong with you, ask yourself, am I getting enough natural light? Or how much natural light am I getting? Keep track and just notice sunrise, UVA, UVB, dimming the lights, maybe even seeing the sunset. Am I letting the sun tell my body what time it is? Okay, because when light leads, your hormones follow. You begin to heal more naturally. If this episode resonated, I invite you to step outside tomorrow morning, not to do, fix, or optimize, but simply to receive the beautiful healing rays of the sun. And again, if it's cloudy, that's okay. You're still getting amazing benefits. The sun is rising for you again. It's rising a little earlier. It's a little brighter. And so are you. Spring is such a fantastic time. So thank you for being here. Share this episode with somebody who you may feel would like to learn this information. And if you are like Tanya, I need help. I need help. We're not meant to do this alone. You can reach out. I offer private sessions. Tanya at moveyourbody.ca, Tanya at moveyourbody.ca. Message me somehow. Again, ladies, thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next episode.
Oh, there we go.